into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Army Black Knights offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the...
Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Coleman. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Michie Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Here comes the heat. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Working that left side down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smooth.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's short. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Army! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Mustangs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Harden. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, SMU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Steps away to find some room. Rolling right and going deep. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch it.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Jennings. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's short. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Using his legs, it's Reed. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Fortner. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They just keep firing. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On third and long. Trying to convert through the air. He's got it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. It is perfect. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you?
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like, there he goes! Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Mustangs! And that one will give them the lead.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He'll pull it down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to buy time. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to pass, it's Coleman. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Black Knights are on the move. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Black Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this as a quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. That's caught, it's Knight. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards past.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a catch at the 10. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Coleman. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Fortner. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds and the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead. But they don't. Touchdown, Army! They move on top here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the catch. It's Renson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Finds the back on the option, the give. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He caught it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Dropping back, it's Coleman. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's short. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Looking to throw again. He's got the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No. They get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
1st down here for the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal.
Breaks into the open. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And they are looking to pull even with it. Snake gets it done.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the tailback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So here comes our first play of overtime. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Quarterback adapted. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights. They strike first here in overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Touchdown, SMU! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. On 1st down, he just sneaks it ahead. So the QB sneak is supposed to be a guaranteed non-loser. There are no guarantees in football.
No, there was nothing there for him right away. I think he thought he could try to sneak to the outside, maybe go get it using his speed, but he didn't fool anybody. Defense was ready. He ends up losing yards.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
And he wins it. A game-winning field goal in double
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David.